Welcome to ProPractice, your guide to refine, enliven, and illuminate the piano repertoire. I'm Josh Wright, and today's episode is based on Chopin's Etude, Op.10 No.3 in E major. This is one of the most beloved etudes out of either book. All the Chopin etudes are infamous, but today we're going to go through, first of all, how to shape very beautifully this first section, how to voice it, how to some ideas to make the phrases longer, and then in the middle section I'll give you plenty of musical ideas along with technical exercises to help you with some of the difficult parts in there. So let's just get started with this first part. The thing about this that you have to realize, first of all, he says lento ma non troppo, so slowly, and what we want to do is, but not too much. So slowly but not too much. So that's a trap a lot of people fall into. They start playing so slowly and they start playing in such a slow tempo that it really lags and it doesn't have any character. Think if we were singing this. That's the first thing you should do when you're approaching this piece. Okay, now what I want you to do for an exercise to help get that voicing really good is to play staccato on the bottom voice of the right hand. Do your best to connect the tops. Sorry. Another exercise to do this, just if you're wanting a more basic voicing and not putting in the shape quite yet, is to really overemphasize what I just did. So, pianissimo on your staccatos, fortissimo on your legato top singing melody line. Really no shape right now. Once you get that, start to think of these long phrases. So what I just played, bars 1 through 5, is one big long phrase. A little dying away, but then it picks back up. And then it dies back down. You notice I wasn't actually using the correct fingering. I'm trying to just get the sound of it in my ears, and then I'll put this together slowly with the correct fingering. Very slowly listening for each note. This might take you a couple weeks to get it just in control like this. And voicing. Most students do not actually voice as much as they think. You feel like you're really punching that melody out, but really make sure it's singing. It has depth. It has, think of like a very rich soprano, someone great like Renee Fleming or something. You know, her voice is not only amazing, but it also has kind of this rich texture. Or Maria Callas, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Just so beautiful. The way she sings arias. This is like an aria. It's kind of a moment standing still in time, full of love. One thing that I want to discuss that my teacher in Michigan and I talk about constantly is the fact that the hairpins, like the little crescendo diminuendo marks in Chopin, don't necessarily mean increase in volume. They are an expression mark. They can mean take time. They can mean add some type of color or nuance, and especially accents in Chopin. This makes no sense to play it. We have an accent coming up. up right here. Same thing here. We don't want to like poke the accents. If you feel like that needs to be louder, go for it. But also give yourself the freedom to interpret accents as places where you take time. And I think you'll start to understand this whole concept of rubato more so. If you don't believe me, look at the beginning of the fourth ballade and all of the, I have the Paderewski edition of the ballades. Take a look at all of the markings in the fourth ballade. There's crescendo markings, and right above it there's a hairpin with like a diminuendo. Just on those first opening lines, it's amazing. And you'll find examples all over the place. Rachmaninoff, Etude Tableau number 6, Opus 39, has a similar thing. And if you listen to his recording, he actually marks a crescendo, but his recording diminuendos. And so what he's doing is he's saying, actually, you need a diminuendo, but you take time. So as it crescendos with the hairpin mark, you actually take more time. So let's go ahead and give this a try now, this first full phrase. By the way, I'm being very flat in my middle voices. If I had to rank them in hierarchy, I would go melody, and then bass, and then accompaniment in the middle voices. I think the bass is a little more important because it adds depth, but obviously not as important as the melody. So here we go. And I like that really nice, nuanced, absolutely as soft as possible. Make sure it's not too soft though. I sometimes flirt with danger there, with getting so soft that it actually doesn't work out. That's plenty soft. Okay, now, same exact voice. Thank you so much for watching. As with all ProPractice videos, the first section is free. If you'd like to view the rest of this video, or if you're interested in learning more about ProPractice, just click on the link on this screen or on the link in the comments section below. Thank you for your support of ProPractice.